you can't critique or bring daylight back up. You can't critique my lyrics.
Think about it. Keep it real. Nothing is really fair, right?
Well, okay. So here's my thing.
Life ain't fair. So
right,
I've never had a fair assessment. I was naive and I used to think, yo, I'm a good person. This person's a good person. I got love. This person got love. That's not fair, but that's not how it goes. When you think shit is fair, that's when you're naive and you're not dominant. So I gotta call him out on being a neophyte when it comes to really deciphering. You know, I mean.
So hold on real quick. DNA said your lyrics in the battle are not qualified to make that statement.
No. DNA didn't say that. DNA said once he made the statement, I'm smarter than you, I don't want to hear anything in the battle that I can decipher. Because you made that's a bold statement, Los.
Well, I didn't say I was smarter than you. I didn't say I was smarter than you.
You didn't say
I'm talking directly to Jay Black. I am smarter than Jay Black. The fuck? Hold on. Now, as much as I've hard critiqued DNA,
nigga, man.
Hold on. As much as I've hard critiqued DNA, I've always still gave a nigga his props on his ability still. Even though I say I don't like his content. DNA, the only thing I've ever said is I don't like his subject matter content because he's smarter than that. I was the nigga saying that for years. Yo, DNA is too smart to only be talking about guns. Nigga, that was me. So I don't want to hear the shit. You're smarter than Jay Black. Jay Black got this.
You said that too, Mickey. That's a fact. You did. Go ahead.
Jay Black got this position. It's not like he's Joe Budden, where Joe Budden was an elite MC at one point, and then he went into, you know, media, commentating, speaking on the sport. Jay Black, he ain't like that with it. Like, he's not one of the master analysts. He think he the Stephen A. Smith of this shit, and even sometimes Stephen A. Smith is wrong, and Stephen A. Smith is the best. So, like, what he said, he exhibited a disdain that he had for what we denoted the battle would be as, like, basically indecipherable. Like, people ain't gonna be able, like, it's gonna be incomparable. You ain't gonna be able to comprehend it, right?
Right.
But me and Daylight both are smarter than that. We too smart to go in there and say a bunch of shit that don't nobody understand. That would be asinine in the world of battle rap. Now, if we was just in a hip hop platform in a cipher, then yeah, nigga, go do all that. Yeah, nigga, go do all that. But when you on stage, you know when you stand in front of them people and they looking at your ass like, bruh, you gotta find a connection. So what we did was we found the medium between saying far out dope shit and then saying some more linear basic shit. Anybody who's a master at the craft of battle rap will tell you, you have to do that shit. You cannot just come out there and just say a bunch of shit that you feel like is over people's heads, because that means you didn't come to entertain. You came to just exhibit that you're lyrically better than everybody. That's why they call this shit lyrical miracle. Nobody wants to hear you sit up there and just do that. Nigga, do some of that, but definitely give me some of that shit I want, and give me some nigga shit. Give me a blend. Give me a mixture. That's being smart. Nigga, I know I wasn't going to play myself. If King Los would have went out there and I just said, yo, if I just said, the wrath of my vengeance is crafted through the dramatic craft of my sentence, I'm a bastard with endless disasters, sporadic maniac. Nigga, I could have just did that. I'm not about to do that. That's retarded. That's stupid. That don't make no sense, bro. So for him to use that as disdain towards, like, yeah, what are they saying? Nigga, you miss mad shit in the first verse. After being all cocky and doing all that, you still miss mad shit.
What were you responding to?
I gotta watch it again. Yeah, you do. So if you gotta go back and watch it again, shut the fuck up, because most battles are digestible in one sitting. It's only when you get the elite pins, you gotta go back and rewatch it. I gotta rewatch that shit.
So Los, what were you responding to?
Just his whole analysis and critique of the skill level that was displayed. There's a masterfulness in being connective too, not just trying to supersede everybody. Okay. Yo, I would be a complete fool to get on a battle rap stage and give y'all like mixtape lows where I have shit you can go online right now and it would take you 10 years to study just the scholarship of what I'm saying before you can even get to decode what it actually means. Nigga, I've been talking about Jesuits and like, I know shit that niggas don't know. I'm way smarter than that man. Way smarter than that man.
Okay,
I'm a real scholar.
So you know what? I was wrong then. Because I took your statement from a general perspective about like what we have to go through as these cats that they call quote unquote the Sharifs or the woke niggas or whatever that have to come into battle rap culture and rap. I thought you were making a general statement about how you know, we should be able to boast about our key attributes, which is that we're smart and we read books, yada yada yada, the same way that the next nigga can brag about him being a gangster and a D-boy, right?
Well, I think that bleeds into it though. I think that's a part of it. I think that's the crest of it,
like that
right? But I feel like the undertone of it is when you smite people, despite the fact that now all of a sudden you don't feel like it's so esoteric all of a sudden. Like my nigga, if we would have did that, tell the truth. Let's all be honest right now. If we would have did that, if we would have just came out, right, and just did that,
okay,
you know what I mean? And you know how Daylight can be. He can be absurd with just the way he connect and everything. If we'd have came out and just did that for 3 rounds, you don't think we would have got heavily critiqued for that shit?
No.
No, you're saying that DNA, but guess what? You just came to the light. So I can't even.
No, you can't tell me that you came to the light. My whole thing is this, right? And I'm gonna keep, because niggas in the comments are saying,
you got 10 years.
The same energy before Los
You just came to the light.
I'm gonna keep the same energy. How I feel like is after you and Light was in that face-off talking how y'all was talking, your exact words was, y'all niggas been having too much fun. It's time to study. I tuned into the battle to watch it, to study. I don't feel like you were saying anything that made me have to study. I'm like,
but guess what?
King
not
Low
everybody
set the bar the way he said he was gonna set the bar.
Okay, so here we go again. You're not the average brain.
Oh, so you're giving me props that I'm intelligent. This is
I've been doing that. I've been doing that for years.
Thank you.
Listen. See, this is the problem. I've been holding you accountable for years for being way too intelligent for your subject matter. Right. I've never said that you were stupid. I've never said, yo, motherfucking Lupe. Me and Lupe like, yo, when you gonna battle DNA? I said, my nigga, what I'm about to stand across DNA and talk about. See? But now when you're beaconing onto that real intellectual prowess, we got something to talk about. But yo, I'm not about to do that where a nigga could just make up shit and we do that. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not battling no nigga like that.
Well,
I'm not battling no nigga like that.
I'm glad you said that, because after your interview with 3 Letterman, we definitely got some stuff.
But you feel what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. It's a respect factor. It's an integrity thing for me. Okay. And it's a legacy thing. Like no disrespect, right? But I wouldn't have per se ever battled Head Ice. I love Head Ice. I love watching him. I love his work. But I don't think my work and his work shares a great space. I don't think it really does. Now, if styles make fights and people love to see it, cool. But I don't think we got nothing out of that battle, him or I, right? Except for me always having to prove myself because I'm coming from, of course, the other side in comparison to people who have 40, 50, and 60 battles. My battle against Daylight was my 2nd battle.
Facts.
That was his 80th battle. So, you know what I mean? Other than that, I do wish I could just stand there and do that. But put it like this. When I did my first round against Head Ice, is there nothing in that round that you feel like wouldn't make you study?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Your material for Head Ice, I think, was better than Daylight. Yeah, I think
of course. I
definitely think it's something in that battle that would make me study.
Now watch this, DNA. Watch this. Let me prove my point for you, brother.
All right.
That's the round they said I lost. That's the round that they said I lost. And I said, y'all niggas don't understand. I called Dot. I said, bro, I didn't do it for the room. I did it for the heads on the net. They want to see me rap like that. I did it for the heads on the net. But everybody in battle rap was like, nah, I think he got Head Ice, but he clearly lost the first round. Clearly. Everybody said I clearly lost. My first round was astronomical. I talked about the epiphysis gland, thin gaps, the synapse, phosphate crystals hardening. Nigga, that shit was so crazy. You know how much biochemistry and shit you got to study to the shit that I said physicists, all them back, yo, it was crazy, my nigga. And nobody, I didn't get no love for that. So I'm telling you, in battle rap, it made me judgmental. It made me say, you know what? These niggas' ear ain't how they claim it to be. They want you to be great, but they want you to be digestible. They want to be able to get it right there. If they don't get it right there, to them, you lost that round. And here's another claim I'm going to make in front of DNA, Mickey Facts, and B-Dot. Right? All gods. Let me make this claim right now. Once niggas really get that, once the hip-hop heads, my community, gets to busting down my first verse, we're going to have a whole different verdict. A whole different verdict. Once we get to busting down my first verse, since it ain't nothing to learn there, might not be for you, DNA, because you're an intelligent person, but the majority of the people that we dealing with in the battle rap crowd, everybody's not a super intellect. Some people need instant gratification. Like, they need to get the bar right then, which is why I was like, I don't want it when they started giving it to me, because now y'all just acclimated to my gestures, the way I move. If I'm projecting here, now y'all know the bar, you're going to hit here. I see how y'all do it. Some of the things that was being said, it wasn't measured on a degree of difficulty. It wasn't measured like, oh, that was way more intellectually woven together than what Daylight said in this particular part, but Daylight might have got a greater applause in that part, so we know how that whole shit worked. I have to be an analyst. I can't come into battle rap arrogant to feel like I'm just going to go up there and lyrical miracle through 3 rounds.
But your statement saying you smarter than Jay Black, that's arrogant.
I'm way smarter than Jay Black. That's a fact.
Los, you can't say that unless y'all take an IQ test. Unless y'all hook the machines and prove you can't.
I can say I'm smarter than Jay Black because I'm way more smarter. I'm way more intelligent and smarter than Jay Black on every facet. If we want to get into scholarship, Jay Black can't even stand in a room with me when it comes to scholarship. Nowhere on earth.
But for you telling somebody that's professional job before Jay Black was
no, I just said I'm smarter than him.
He used to do his Black. I feel like Jay Black can decipher bars very well.
I didn't say he can't decipher bars well.
So then why are you smarter than him?
To the premise of what I'm saying.
Because you don't feel like this shit was crazy.
Yo, my nigga, he don't have to feel like it was crazy. That's that's not what it was for me. It was the integral nature of his argument. This is why I said I'm smarter than niggas, bro. Because I'm not talking about his ability to decipher and break down bars. I'm talking about the way he disseminated his viewpoint. You could say that the rhetoric around his statement would make people feel like the battle was underwhelming. That's the shit that he was projecting.
Okay, but let me ask you this question, though. Do you feel like the battle was crazy?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. I could say everything I want to say about you from the outside, right? I could pop my shit over here and be King Los, but one thing you know for sure, hey, Los, get your ass on this stage then, nigga, right? For sure. Yeah. All right. Being on the stage in the element, yes, the battle was fucking crazy, bro. It was, bro. Mickey Facts. Being right there in that element, was that shit not crazy?
I enjoyed it. I loved it.
Like, but because for me in Daylight, it was a different wit. It was a different charisma for him and I. It honestly, me and Day, but I've seen nothing but great responses. But I'll say this. Possibly it was the greatest in experience or enjoyment for him and I.
I mean, I can respect that. Me looking at it though, from an overall standpoint, I don't think it was crazy, but I think you did well though.
I respect that. Yo,
yeah, like watching your first round, I tweeted just so niggas ain't know I was a hater. I wasn't fucking with the first round. When you started wilding in the second round, the tweet is still up. I said, yo, that's what I'm talking about, King Los. And then I feel like in the third, you was getting busy too. But overall, for me, just like I feel with Mickey and Dot, I want to see them battle in a small room. I feel like when niggas is on that level, I don't want to see a crowd because a crowd is going to fuck it up. And I mean, maybe that's what made me feel like it's not crazy. It's just bad people being there. And
hey, you better stop. Mickey gonna call ARP on you.
Here we go. Yo, that's what they've been waiting for. They've been waiting for y'all to go at it. So, you know what I'm saying? Los is reloading up. So, we gonna let y'all go at it, man. Mickey and Dot, man. When is this happening, man? I'm waiting.
I'm not going at it with my brother. That's my brother, man. I don't do that.
Dot is great. I've always said Dot is great. I've always praised Dot. And me and him had a discussion